2020. What a year. Highs, a lot of lows. But this is my 20 for 2020. I'm Mike, and welcome to Scoutadelic. My number one has to be episode 50. I filmed it in January, and it's the first episode that I hadn't a clue what to expect. So Scout Content had been asked months ago to obviously film it, and so they organised it. They got co-hosts to appear, so I knew where I was going, and that was it. And yeah, it was they had proper cameras, they had, you know, a booth where someone was kind of directing, but it was weird because although obviously every episode I try to plan it ahead, I never thought I'd hit 50. I never thought I'd reach 5 years. It's one of those. It was a big milestone for me. So yeah, and it was nice to get a really cool photo of everyone's shoes. So it was like odd shoes, which is, if you ever met me in real life, I do wear odd shoes when I'm scouting. So yeah. So number 2. So lockdown happened, and so my second greatest thing that happened this year was Irvin Willis. So he has been a friend of mine since episode 3 of Scoutadelic. He's in America. Never met him in my life. He obviously found my show somehow. I don't know. I don't think I ever asked him how. And he loved it. And so he filmed something for Troop Tour 6 in America, in California. And they go up to the mountains and it's snowing. And I'm like, but it's California. You don't associate snow and, you know, that with California. And so yeah, he filmed that. And then we stayed in contact. And I actually, for the first time in almost 5 years, got to speak to him, and I did an episode with him, and his was my first ever lockdown episode, and I did that within a week of lockdown happening in the UK, so it was the first thing, and it was the first name that came to mind, so yeah, I did it with Irvin. He's also one of my very early Patreons as well, so him and like sort of 20 other people support me every month. But yeah, Irvin Willis, you're one of my highlights of the year. Number 3, a Joty webinar. So I was asked to do a webinar about social media and everything else for Joty, for World Scouting. It just blew my mind. World Scouting was asking me, little me, you know. So yeah, just amazing, and you know, yeah, just blew my mind. So that's definitely up there. Number 4, where's Scoutadelic? So Scoutadelic was going to be an event in October, but I kind of knew that at that point all the events that were supposed to happen in like April were then moving to October. So I was like, well, I'm going to clash with all these people. I can't do them. So I decided to do it online, and I asked a friend of mine how I would do it, and did it on Google Forms. And then I thought, you know what, it needs a badge, and I was like, well, I don't have enough money to buy badges outright, so I was like, right, well, at the end I'll put a link and I'll just let people know that they can pre-order it. And my friend was like, well, what happens? Well, the worst case scenario was I was going to be out of pocket. Best case is it breaks even, and that was it. And yeah, we broke even, and people got badges, and that was the first of many. Oh goodness me. Number 5, St. George's Day. So at this point I was doing daily videos and working full time at home and doing all the rest, and every Saturday I made sure that I went for a very long walk just to clear my head. And on one of these walks I was like, well, St. George's Day is coming up, I need to do something. What do I do? And I thought, you know, with all of us all around the world happening at once, why not do something for the whole world? So I did togetherness. So it was like a St George's Day event, and I got people from all different countries and backgrounds helping and doing little pieces, and it kind of opened my eyes that actually only the UK seems to actually do anything about St George's Day. A lot of the world don't even recognise or understand what it is. So it was hopefully to inspire them. It was hopefully to enjoy, you know, like others enjoy. And the photos of people doing their promise, you know, live, or, you know, rewatching the event. And there was a nice comment about a Beaver Scout. It was their first ever St George's Day, and they did it with me, or with my video, and that was just amazing. But the downside of that was I got a letter in the post, my first ever fan letter after 5 years, and I got told in this letter that I was an embarrassment to Scouting, and that hit me. That hit me harder than I thought it would, because I always want to inspire and help and create and, you know, put a spark in people's heads. And so I haven't talked about this, but yeah, it was a downer, but I also was really proud of what I did. So yeah. Number 6, the Google Map treasure hunt. My goodness me. Who knew that Island 2 would be a problem? It was pippery. It's Greek for pepper. Anyway, my friends that I knew, Joe, he obviously could code stuff. I did some silly videos in my bathroom with a pirate outfit, and next minute I know, yeah, people are liking it. And then also people are getting a bit angry because they don't understand certain clues, and it's like, oh, I can, and, you know, zooming in and out. But it was a great event, and I enjoyed it, and hopefully everyone else did. The movie night. Oh, I love movies. Anyone who knows me knows I'm obsessed. I have tons of movies. I have tons that I need to watch, and yeah, I do miss the cinema. But doing the movie night was just amazing, and seeing you guys respond, I never thought I would get one, let alone like sort of the amount that I got from different people, like The Lion King, you know, and Avatar, and all these different like sort of ones, and how you did them just blew my mind, and it was great, and I really appreciate it. So thank you very much for that. Number 8, Aladdin. So I wanted to do a Zoom a Zoom pantomime. I think we had a week to rehearse it. It was just me and 2 other people, and poor Sam, because Sam was great with technology, so he did that. And yeah, we did it live. A few hiccups, but that's what happens, and it was absolutely hilariously funny. And yeah, I just had so much fun with it. It was great. Number 9, Spy Hunt. So at this point, Joe obviously was great with coding, so had already done the treasure hunt. And then Sam came in and edited all the videos, and I started the storyline, and I wanted it to be good for obviously the Cubs communication badge. And everyone loved it, and you know, it was probably my favourite badge as well. But yeah, that was the highlight. I really loved Spy Hunt, and everyone seemed to like Spy Hunt, so hence something else happened later this year as well. Number 10, Pride. So those of you that know me, obviously I have my Pride rainbow tattoo, because obviously I'm gay, and it reminds me of being proud of who I am, and so I wanted to do something, so we did an International Scout Pride. And it was just amazing, getting all the different people involved, young people as well as old people like us, and yeah, that was one of my highlights. I was very proud that I got to be a part and actually be able to create something for people to use. Number 11, Get Stuff Live. I loved it. It was hilarious. It was the best fun that I ever had, just laughing or trying to make sense of it all, and getting people live to obviously vote as well. Yeah, I'd love to do another one I've just not got around to it, and I've not convinced Sam to do it yet. So that's one that I definitely would love to do again if I can. A quest for the golden monkey. So we've gone from doing maps to then doing like an Indiana Jones type event, and the amount of people that comment about the lanterns, well, guess what? When we were testing, it took me ages to do the lanterns. I did the lanterns, and at that point it didn't work, so it didn't move me to the next thing. So I had to redo the lanterns again. So, you know, I had to do it twice. You guys only had to try it once, okay? But yeah, that was quite fun and quite different, and that's what we wanted. We didn't want people to think that's all we did, just map based. We wanted to do a little bit more, and that's, I think, the good thing about Sam and Joe is they're willing to try something new and go in a whole totally different direction, and that's what Quest was. So number 13, Zoom calls. I've been asked to go on calls with Cubs, Scouts. I did an awards evening. I've done chats with Scouts from overseas as well. We also had the bingo get-togethers, which were just so fantastic and hilariously funny. So I'm really grateful for James Clark to obviously give up his time for that. But yeah, I love meeting you and chatting to you and getting to see you face to face, if Zoom calls are what we class that as. But yeah, it was quite fun, quite hilarious. Reunion. Who knew that a rainbow hedgehog would be so popular? You know, but this little fella was the talk of the town. I submitted an idea for Reunion, and they accepted it, and we got it working. I think poor Joe was up until late hours just figuring out some extra code, and then yeah, everyone loved Reunion. I got to chat to some people as well, and it was absolutely amazing. And considering I was stuck at home on my own, it was nice to just chat to some random people. I see, yeah, that was fun. So number 15, comments, emails and posts. I read everything. So I do have, obviously, Joe and Sam who help me out with the events, but any emails that come in, it's me that replies to them. Any comments, it's me that obviously looks at them. Any posts that you do, I read them. I read everything that you put, so please no negative ones. But yeah, I love them all. The you know, the things where, you know, you've posted pictures of like sort of your young people doing the activities that I've done. You know, like making a picture of Oggy, or you know, making a tent or whatever. It's blown my mind. This year has just been epic for me in so many ways, so thank you. Number 16, 5,000 subscribers. Who knew? I didn't. I really did not. I keep saying this, that up there, I have, yeah, I didn't even know that was gonna happen. It was just wild and mad, and yeah, that was just, thank you. And if you're not subscribed, do it. 6,000 next. I'm not gonna ask for another that sort of thing, but 6,000, go on, click it. Mystery at Oggy Manor. So we'd gone from the maps to quests back to a map kind of with Gilwell. So I made a mystery. Who knew? And this one, I said to Joe, I was like, look, you know, you can code it, but you can at least take part, because obviously he knows most of the codes and everything else. With this one, he wouldn't know who was, let's sort of the murderer. And then someone let me down last minute, so put Joe. It was like, Joe, could you film something? And he was fantastic. Epic in the crying variety. But yeah, that was quite fun. Number 18. A Chief Scout commendation for good service. Seems that, yeah, someone put me up for it and I got it, and yeah, I know we don't do things for, you know, getting rewarded. And like with all leaders, you know, just one, like when you get a cub who sends you a thank you card, it touches you more, and it means a lot more, and that means a lot to me, because it's like I didn't expect it, didn't expect to get one, and yeah, it's just mad. Number 19, Spy Hunt 2. Who knew that was going to come? I'd listened to everything else. But yeah, it's been manic trying to get other people involved with it. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's nice and chaotic and stressful. But hey, you know, if it helps a group out or gets a young person to learn codes or whatever, then I've done my job, haven't I? And number 20, there have been a lot of people who have helped me out, but there's been two specific who have been stuck with me for probably since April, almost every day, really. So Joe and Sam, I don't think I could have done this year without you. I don't think I can do the future without you. You inspire me more than you probably think. I can bounce ideas off you. You have some amazing ideas that I'm like, ooh, I like that. So yeah, so you guys are just amazing. And that doesn't discount everyone else who has helped me out during lockdown. You know who you are, and you're fantastic as well. But these two have unfortunately suffered me a lot longer. You know, they've had calls with me constantly. But yeah, it's been a blast. So for me, 2020 has been quite fun. What's your favourite? There must be something that you've enjoyed. And who knows what 2021 will bring. But be a little Scoutadelic, and don't forget to like and share. And I'll see you soon. Ooh.